So we will do that again, but we will not start with this raffle until September. So think about if you are going to do the tour, all the money will go towards the tour again, and we sell tickets. We're going to have a little display at the pound room and then sell tickets online like we did last year. So that raffle will start in September. But before that, on our grand opening of the new gallery, which we have a soft opening next week, but then we will have the grand opening 2nd of July. So we are hoping to collect some different items, not art. So like I have donated a gift card of $500 from my store for a raffle item, and so Janine's husband is donating the fishing trip for 4 on their boat. Nice. And so if you have any connections like with the golf clubs or anybody who wants to donate something different. So we're gonna have like a house park, package where my gift card is there, maybe somebody else will donate something. So if you have any kind of items you would think would be good for this, we make wine basket, maybe restaurants. Janine is gonna go down because she lives in Sibyl's Point to get gift items. So we make baskets. So that raffle will go off in the July 2nd opening. So then we will have a little, and all that money will go towards the gallery. So, so that will pay our rent, and, we have had very fortunate of having great donations made to us for the build-up, so we are in pretty good shape. We didn't have to go and start begging on our bare knees, but it's so
padded knees.
Padded knees. Yeah, you need pads. You need new jeans. Buy that girl a pair of jeans. So whatever happens, let's get her a pair.
That'd be the spring fundraiser.
Yeah, that would be, something. I could put a patch there like I did on my pants, because I had those pants, I love them so much, so I patched them, but then they So anyway, so anybody has any kind of idea, so you have friends who had a shop or something, and you can, and Janine?
Yeah, I just want to add, I'm Janine Brown. Hi. So the idea is to do maybe like 5 really nice baskets, baskets that are geared towards people that maybe spouses, whatever, that don't want art for the September thing. So it's like just to get an interest in other things. So it is kind of a time press here because it has to be put together by July 2nd. So like Mel was gracious enough to donate $500. So I was thinking maybe we could do it at-home basket. So if you know an interior decorator that can, I don't know, donate 2 hours of their time, anything like really outside
anything different outside the arts stuff. And then I ended up buying that old Colorado in another event, so I can donate that back to now. I'm not gonna go there and stay, so that'll be so if anybody's from downtown and wanna get gift cards for downtown basket, so I can donate that back to the guild raffle, for 2 nights at the Old Colorado Inn. So let's work on that. So if you have any ideas, Janine's email is there, and Chad. So, because I'm going to be going, so I'm just going to stay in Sweden and collect all the goodies.
Now, is this for the grand opening in
July 2nd.
Or the raffle in September?
No, this is only for the palm room raffle. So the art raffle comes out a little bit later,
And that's for the open studio tour fee.
Yeah, then that second raffle with the artist, yes.
Is this raffle going to take place over a period of time, or is it
Oh, it's
just
only
that
gonna
night?
be strictly we start July 2nd, and I think we are gonna just run it for a month
Okay.
or so.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
For the
For the palm room.
For the palm room.
Yeah, so we haven't really have time, but we just, so if we run it July and August, and then start with the other raffle in September for the artists themselves.
So this is the grand opening raffle, and the other one
Yeah.
is the chances for
Yeah,
art.
chances for art, so that will be just art. So anyway, and if you have any questions anytime, you can send us an email, and we are trying to post it all on the webmaster. So today we are going to have all the board members will have something because they're all in charge of different items. But we have a guest, April. You want to say whatever you had to say before we start, you know? So this is April. Come over this way. And she is in charge of this lovely new gallery on
Yes.
Colorado.
And she's also a friend of the guild.
Yes. So if you have people who wants to be your friends, you can be your friend and you might get a nice surprise in the end. Even if you're not an artist, who knows?
For
Okay.
a fee, it could be.
Yeah.
So make sure everybody knows that, that's how we get the money in, right? Thank you for having me. I'm the director at RCK Gallery, which is, if you haven't been there yet, a new art gallery over on South Colorado. Owner is Clay Consular, who is an artist of 40 years profession. He's amazing. Right now we have a photography show in there right now. We're open on Friday nights. If you want to come by and see the gallery space, we give away champagne and rosé.
Yeah, very good.
And
stuff.
bubbly water too. So would be fun for a visit. If you're going out to dinner or something, come by. We're having a show next month. It's a getting to know you. Clay's had a house here in Stewart since 2004 that he's used as a studio to get away from his other studios across the states. So he's never got out. He would only come and just paint. And so he didn't get a chance to meet a lot of artists
I
around.
met him. Of course, I delivered him
Yes, right.
furniture.
Red bar. So this is his opportunity. He wants to show all of you artists in support, in collaboration with the arts in downtown Stewart and in the area. It's really a passion of his to make this whole area boom with fine art and respect that you guys all deserve. He has struggled for 40 years to be seen in galleries. He knows the drill. He knows what it's like to be out there, you know, trying to get people to understand what you do. One of his paintings can take him a year to paint. So people need to understand what they're looking at, and we want to create that respect in the community. So we're having this show, and he's calling it the 100 Artist Show, and he's going to do all the promo. There is no fee for you to hang in it. I've told him everybody in the guild gets to show. If you have a fine art painting, we'll be doing sculptures next season, but because we're going to have 100 artists, we won't have them. So, what else can I tell you? So there's no fee to show in it. We're going to do all the advertisement. It's going to hang in the gallery for a month. We're going to host every Friday. We'll be open. What he expects from the artists who participate is, first off, he gives you 60% goes to the artist, and 10% he tithes. He puts into charity, and then the rest goes to keep the lights on in the gallery. So
do you want the people that might be interested contact
cards,
you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You did bring
I'm
cards.
I did bring cards.
Okay.
And the only other thing to wrap it up is participating in the show. He expects you to hand out some cards and to talk up the show because it's all about you guys. So
All right, cool.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Are there particulars as far as drop off and all that?
the first week of June. It'll be like the first I guess is Memorial Day. Is that what that is?
Memorial Day is the last day of May.
Last day of May, and then, well, the first week. So the first Monday is that Memorial Day, and then that Tuesday, we're hanging the show on Wednesday.
So you want it there on Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And that's the first?
That's gonna be a.
Yeah, that's when I'm flying out, so you guys enjoy yourself.
Tuesday is June 1st.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we will be there on Monday. I'm going to send out an email, and hopefully
Okay.
I have the majority of your email addresses to send this. If you are interested and you did not get an email this weekend, then contact me. I'll leave my card.
Yeah, if you
and-
need those for us, we can hand them out.
I have a
Yeah,
file.
okay, very good.
Okay, anything else?
That's it, okay.
Just
Thank you.
Only 2D? No 3D?
Well, it could be 3D if it can hang on the wall,
Is there
not like something that needs to be on a podium.
Size, yeah.
And size, we haven't set a size, because we're expecting that you guys haven't had enough time to like prepare a specific piece,
Oh,
a
there's
specific
nothing else
size.
done.
Yeah.
So just nothing huge.
Like 65. He told me if everybody can bring.
Say which is the biggest. Point
He
to
told,
one.
he told me no, of course, he said, you know, 60 by 60, not all of you bring 60 by 60, but normal size paintings, preferably, not anything huge.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, so, you know,
Like kind of this size.
yeah.
Well, if you come by tomorrow night or in the following Friday, if you have time, and see how large the gallery space is and kind of visualize 100 artists.
What time on that day? I did not get an email about what's.
I didn't either.
All right, so you can always contact her afterwards. So next step is now for Vice President Park is have something to say. Oh yeah, she's been painting all day, she says, so she's a little stiff, but you know.
I'm sore, I'm stinky, so don't get too close. We are so excited at the new space over there in Harbor Bay Plaza. And what we're going to do probably sometime tonight is post pictures of like before and after to the point where we are as of today. But we're real excited. It looks beautiful. We've got a refrigerator and a nice kitchen, and there's storage. And I'm going to mention something, but then Sue is going to finish up talking about it, and Diana and Sue are going to be the directors of this new space within the gallery called the Martin Artisan's Boutique, I think, or something to that effect. And I'm gonna let them talk about it, but there's an ideal space in the gallery where we can display sort of, you know, giclées and smaller pieces and jewelry and scarves and things like that. And
Well, I just want to say, we haven't been able to do that in the past because the spaces that we had were gifted to us, and we weren't allowed to compete with the other shops and
with the
stuff.
merchants that were
Right,
selling,
right.
you know,
And
But
gift
now
cards.
we can do whatever hell we
Now,
want.
so we're really, really excited about being able to do this, so.
Okay,
So I think that's it, but Sue and Diana, you
our
wanna-
new board member, she will talk about, she's in charge of the little boutique with Diana.
So did everybody get the email? I think, Lynn sent out an email last night. Maybe y'all didn't have a chance, this morning, okay, yeah, didn't have a chance to read it, but Diana's passing out the, particulars. So it's kind of a work in progress because this is all new to us, but the thought process is, it's kind of a small, what would you say, maybe 10?
8 by 8, 10
8
by
by 8 or
10.
10 by 10 space where we could actually have the artists bring in more small pieces of art, jewelry, artisan, if you know, scarves or handbags, small paintings, small sculptures, small pieces of glassware, things that are smaller and priced probably a little bit smaller than you would find in the gallery. We're not really putting a stipulation though, as far as I know right now, on like we're asking you to have it between this price range and this price range. It's kind of up to you. And to get us started, Diana, you can come up here with me. Diana. Okay. So I like public speaking just as much as you.
It's subscription based.
Yeah, so you have to be a
member.
standing member,
Yeah.
so you would have to be a member of the guild.
Yeah.
And then if you choose to be a member of the boutique, it's a $25 a year annual.
Pay once, only a year, only one time a year.
Right, so, and that just goes to cover, like, we're gonna provide the shopping bags and the wrapping and the gift tags. We wanna kinda keep a consistent look with the tags, so we're going to do that for you. So as far as how it's gonna work and how many pieces and how many artists, it really just depends on the interest, here. So we started out by just saying each artist submit 3 pieces if you're interested, could be more.
Yeah, if only 3 artists submit, then we'll ask for more pieces from the 3 artists that submit.
So, and as far as our thoughts is not necessarily everything might change at the same time as the gallery. You know, we change our gallery walls every 2 months. There might be items that are left behind, but we also want to bring in fresh things so they get.
Yeah, we want to keep freshening it up as the gallery is freshened up, but we want to have the discretion to say, this needs to stay.
Yeah,
for some reason, who knows what the reason might be, but
Or if it's selling a lot.
Yeah.
let's say it's a particular item that people just love and it keeps getting replenished, so we're gonna say, yeah, let's sell some more. So it's like that.
That's just that, you know, it's just a normal way of doing it.
It's gonna,
You know,
it's
little
gonna be a
shop.
little,
Yeah.
it's a little gift shop, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be flexible, so don't get upset if there's something you don't get, then come talk to
Yeah,
us.
talk to us.
Don't get mad, because we're just evolving this as we go along.
Hey, don't get mad, just get even.
And if for some reason, you know, for all 40 of you want to bring, it might be too much, and we might have to say, okay, well, you know, this 20 people will exhibit this 2 months, and then the next 2 months will be a new fresh people. It's kind of just a wait and see how many people are interested and kind of gauge how it goes.
But the general idea is that there would be a little boutique where you could buy something really, really pretty for a gift. And maybe not, you know, a $400 painting that has to go on the wall that you have to move the couch for, but something really easy that you could pick up. So,
Gift items instead of.
anybody who
Yeah.
doesn't make that kind of thing, it's really fun to make them. I had to do the 6x6 for down in Delray Beach. I said, God, I can't put 2 dancing figures in 6x6. Turns out I
Yes.
could. And it turned out to be really dynamic because they're really pushing the edges. So it's cool to make, it's really fun to make something really small and jewel-like and beautiful, so.
Can I say something too?
Yeah.
And actually the idea originated because we felt like there were some members of the guild that were underserved. That, you know, maybe they didn't consider the work that they did like fine art, you know, but it was still very saleable, it was still very attractive and worthy of display. And, you know, if you're gonna be a member of the guild, then you should, you know, be represented. So that was kind of how it started.
And also, if you're selling things that are lesser, we understand that, you know, $150, $200 gallery fee when you're selling things
Right.
that are only $50 or less, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
you're
worth your
already
while.
paying a membership fee
Yeah, so for
alone,
$25
so how can we
for
serve
the
everybody?
year, we feel
Yeah.
like it's pretty reasonable.
And also just another thing, like, let's say Suzanne bring in some beautiful wearable thing, and it's a little bit big, so then we shift things around, but we can't have a lot of really big things. We have to,
Small space.
it has to be small space, but we're going to be we're gonna be very flexible about the space. Yeah,
My only objection is the fact that so many people print work on scarves and things. And if you take the time I put into my.
well, it would have to be a member, it can't just be anybody.
Yeah, but you know, like
Even
Suzanne,
so, you take the time that it goes to put into an original piece and the materials that you put into it. And I might have 50 hours in one scarf, and somebody else has a scarf they printed from Vita, and they're selling it for $125. And I'm still only selling my 50-hour scarf, which is an original piece.
But maybe your stuff
Maybe you
would
need
be.
to
so
really
you
Yeah.
have to do a gallery.
Yeah, maybe the
Yes, that's what you need to do, yeah.
Jackie?
Do you have a suggestion of what you think the top price should be? I mean, think.
I really don't, I personally don't
I
want to be a dictator.
No,
I'm telling
no,
you.
and I think,
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying we
yeah.
have to
But I
do
would
it,
not
but
say in a
I'm
gift
sure
shop,
it's-
I mean, think of
It
what you
depends.
would spend. What would you spend in a
depends.
gift shop?
But
What's
it
the most?
depends on whether you
expensive?
define
Depends on what it is.
as a fine
Is it a
art.
G-clay or is it a solid gold pendant?
Because I do think we have patrons that
You
come
know,
into
gotta
that
have different
shop
prices.
and they are willing to spend $300-400 on something if
But
they.
I don't think we should have any like cards for $2. I
No,
mean,
they're
come on.
setting a
Yeah.
limit on it.
Yeah, and you know, what, like I sell my cards and they're printed, they are $8 a
Yeah, mine
piece.
are
I mean,
$5.
I'm not selling
And
any
it's
cards for
also not an
$2. And if you
alternative
draw
to-
them yourself, you shouldn't
Yeah.
sell your art.
We
so
are gonna
cheap.
sell cards.
Yeah.
But it's not an alternative to the gallery.
No.
It's
No, no, no.
an either.
So some people's work might be more suited to the gallery space. you know,
Suzanne, what
because
would you
of the-
say a
Yeah.
piece of
No,
yours
I was
would
just
cost
wondering
on the
what-
low?
No, but Suzanne, it's like,
That's fine.
Okay, hang on, everybody, we're just all
Yeah.
yelling at once, let's
Yeah.
not do that.
On the low
Just on the
end,
low end, like I just say, for example, a scarf, if you were to put.
$125.
See, I don't find that to be unreasonable at all.
But there's people that are having things printed, because I know the costs that, like, if you order silks from Vita, they're $125.
I think you have to
Okay,
look at it as not
Suzanne,
as.
that's a separate issue, we're just talking about what we're gonna.
yeah, so yeah, but.
I'm just thinking, you know, I've owned 2 art galleries, and wearables are really difficult. So the
It's
show is
totally up to
fine
you,
art.
totally up to
They
you.
like
Do you wanna bring it in?
To sell.
Yeah, right.
Bring it in if you feel good about it, if you don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, people many times, they would like to rather have the original piece.
Yes,
And they
yes.
would spend more money for your original piece than the print. So,
Some
you know,
people
that's
are-
their choice.
Some
That's,
people are
yeah.
gonna buy based on price.
Yeah, some
are
people
gonna
buy-
based on
yeah.
what it looks like.
And for a
So-
$25 investment, you're already a member, you don't have
Yeah.
much to lose. I mean, your stuff is beautiful, $125 for a piece of your
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, and
is not a lot
I
of
shouldn't
money.
sell it so cheap.
And
I
anybody
pay
that-
more.
I'm one of the people that never put my stuff in before because I didn't feel like it was fine art. And it didn't show like art, and how do you exhibit?
Well, we're telling you that you
Yeah,
can bring some
yeah.
of your beautiful
We
wearable
will make
things
it work.
Yes.
into the
Yeah.
boutique, and we would
Yeah,
certainly
and even in the
consider
gallery,
them.
you should sign up.
That being said, your work is fine.
All right, so anyway.
Anybody
so-
have any more
One
questions?
Yeah.
last question.
Will it be
$25
staffed? Are you
fee.
gonna-
Wait a minute, she's talking at the same
I'm
time.
sorry.
Hang on.
Is it gonna be staffed all the time, or what?
Yeah, it's the same, it's open at the same time as the
It's
gallery.
open the same gallery hours, but what we're asking for the people that are participating, we're asking them to cover our Tuesday shifts. So
Okay.
if we have 10 artists, you know, 2 times 4 is 8 for 1 month, 2 months it's 16, it'll be 16 shifts. So if 8 artists sign up for this endeavor, it'll be 2 shifts for you over 2 months.
But those docents that are just exhibiting in the Artisan's boutique will also be able to sell the art in the gallery.
You would be there
So-
representing the whole space,
Yeah.
not just the boutique. You'd be there as a docent shift for the
Tuesday
gallery.
docent.
Yeah, and we will train you
And there
and
will
talk to you.
be, yeah, extensive training.
There will be extensive training going on, so you guys be ready.
Small group training.
All right,
We have a question over here.
Okay, and that's it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
$25 fee can be any time given, so it doesn't have to be right away. Can we give you $25 to join?
It's
Or does it have to be?
Yeah, you don't have to join today.
But,
Let Lynn explain
it's
that.
going to be set up like our annual dues. So, you know, when the dues are due March 1st, I'm gonna send out an email and say, hey, your dues are due, and if you wanna be in the thing, pay the 25 also.
Let's just
Now,
go.
we're
Okay.
starting this in mid-year, we're not gonna prorate it, I mean, $25.
No, of course not, no, but I just wondered what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will send you out email.
It's the buyback.
So
Okay,
when-
and the last thing is, are we going to have some manner of taking credit cards?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I wanna address that real quick. We are gonna do that, and it's gonna be, we are gonna do training. We are gonna have small group training, like 2 or 3 people with either myself or Barb or one of us or Jane. We are gonna do that together. We are gonna do that, and we are also going to, if anybody wants it, and with any new person that comes in, we are gonna do one-on-one. Where if you want us to, we will come in when you docent and stay with you that day.
Yeah. Jane,
Okay,
Don, and
just
I
one-on-one.
volunteer to
Okay.
make sure everyone is on board with the finances.
And if
Right,
you
because
don't,
it's
well,
exactly
then
how
they're
it
gonna
all
kick
goes.
your ass.
Right.
That's
We
it.
wanna be
Sally has a
professional,
question.
Right,
we
we want
wanted
this
to,
to be a professional thing where
we don't
every-
want people that are coming in to spend